Thank you, Mirka. With St. Patrick's Day fast approaching, I have some tips to help you stay safe this weekend. And I'm also going to be talking about some things going on in Kent. So, first off, obviously all the bars will be having things going on. So I know Water Street is going to be open up around like 11 a.m. on Saturday, and then Sunday they're going to open back up at 7 a.m., which is a little bit early. I don't know if many of you are going to make it to that, but we can only see. And I know like Loft will open at 11, and I'm pretty sure every place opens around like noon or 11 on Saturday. I'm not too sure about Sunday, but I know a lot of bars will be having drink deals. And if you aren't 21 or don't like going to the bars, there are other options. I'm sure there will be things going on Main Street. Just, you know, obviously a lot of parties, so you do have to stay safe during those parties. But the Cleveland Parade will be going on Sunday. It'll be from 2 to 5 in Public Square, and obviously no driving if you plan on drinking, but it is something fun to do. I did it when I was a senior in high school, and believe it or not, we did not drink, but we did go down and have fun, so that's something to do. And then I know the Akron Zoo has something going on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. It'll be like fun things to do like crafts, and you can meet the animals. So if you're not a big partier and you just want to do something, those things might be fun. But there are obviously things you should do to stay safe while you're doing these things. First, I would like to talk about Uber. Obviously, I'm sure everyone knows that's a given, but some people are just super, like, they don't like using Uber, which I get because it can be, you could feel unsafe. But honestly, just if you don't like using Uber, have a backup plan. I know some of my friends don't like to go out that much, so they might not go out, and I know that I can ask them to be my designated driver if I need a ride anywhere. Also, if you can walk places, make sure you can walk, but I would always travel with someone. I know that it might be hard because on Fake Patty's Day or St. Patrick's Day, we tend to stray away from our friends. I have experienced that, and my friends have experienced that, and I have had a friend get lost. So I suggest just traveling with someone, or if you can't travel with someone, maybe you just call someone while you're walking. I know when it's late that's just a tip for every day. When it's late out at night and I'm walking home, I always call someone, talk to someone on the phone, whether they're back home or in Kent, wherever they are, just kind of have a plan. If Uber doesn't work out or the rates are super high and you don't have the money, like have that designated driver, or if you end up having to walk with someone or call someone. That'll just kind of like ensure safety, because if something does happen to you and someone's on the phone, obviously they'll know. So the next thing is obviously no open containers. I'm sure that's another given, but I have had friends who got underages because they accidentally step off from the grass into the sidewalk without even knowing, and there's a cop there. So just kind of be aware of where you're standing, I guess, when you're at parties or whatever you're doing. And also, if you aren't 21 and you are having fun this weekend, I would suggest having a friend carry your alcohol in a bag or whatever you're drinking for the day. Just make sure you're not carrying it, and make sure you're safe wherever you are, because it's so easy to be under the influence and not realize, oh my God, I might get an open container. Because again, I've had friends who have had that happen to them on accident without even knowing. So it's just honestly being aware of your surroundings and knowing what's going on. And also, I would have your phone charged, which sounds like something you probably wouldn't even think of, but if your phone's dead, you can't call an Uber, you can't call your friends, you can't call your designated driver, you can't message your friends and ask them where they are if you get lost. So have your phone charged, and make sure you charge it the night before, because I know everyone wakes up early. Yeah, just keep your phone charged. And also, I suggest bringing a portable charger. I bring mine almost, not everywhere, but I like to have my phone charged just in case of emergency, especially on a day like St. Patrick's Day and Fake Patty's Day, where there's going to be a lot going on and you might get lost, or, especially if you might be drunk or whatever you're doing, you could potentially get lost. And again, another thing from experience, I've had friends that's happened to, and we couldn't get a hold of them. So just honestly be aware of your surroundings. I know it sounds like a lot of this could be second nature, but sometimes we look past these things. And obviously no drinking and driving, I think that's the number one thing, but it's all about just really being safe and knowing what you're doing, and just be around your friends and keep in contact with them, especially with Fake Patty's Day being on Saturday and then St. Patrick's Day being on Sunday. It's a lot going on. I don't even know if half of us will make it to Sunday, whatever you're doing. I know some people are mad about that because Fake Patty's Day is always the week before St. Patrick's Day. I'm kind of upset because I know I wanted to do something on St. Patrick's Day, like potentially go to the parade, but I can't do that this year because I probably just won't make it. But I hope these tips help everyone have a really safe weekend, and I hope you all have a fun Fake Patty's Day and St. Patrick's Day if you make it to St. Patrick's Day.